So we have two songs from Taeiji and Boys and two songs from Epic High. I did a first gen time huge video for 5 first generation artists, I think. 5, it was 5, I think. It's on the channel. And I said it that, of course, I know about Taeiji and that they started basically the first generation of K-pop, or they were the like founding fathers in 92, and I will definitely check out some of their stuff as well in the future. And here we are. And Epic High is, I wouldn't consider them K-pop, they K-hip hop, I would say. They heavily influenced by hip hop, the genre itself. So, but they have a really, really heavy impact on writers and rappers till this day. So, especially we know that BTS's rap line and composers RM and Suga was heavily inspired by Epic High's work. So yeah, of course I have the K-pop profiles, and we are starting with Epic High, so I'm going to read theirs first. Epic High is a 3-member alternative hip-hop group. They debuted in 2003 under William Entertainment. From 2012 to 2018, they were under YG Entertainment. On October 2nd, 2018, it has been announced that their contract with YG expired and they decided not to renew. In 2018, they founded their own label called Hours Company. On February 19, 2019, Epic High has signed with William Morris Endeavor for their US promotions. Alright. And I knew that Epic High consists of 3 members, and interesting. Okay, so they debuted it in the same year as TVXQ. Okay. We have Tableau. Of course, I am most familiar with him out of the Epic High members. He is the leader, main rapper, main vocalist, face of the group. Stage name is Tableau. English name Daniel Armand Lee. Really, really sophisticated name. Korean name Lee Son Woong. Okay. Born in 1980. And I know that he has a daughter as well. And he has some international education, Stanford University bachelor's degree in English literature, a master degree in creative writing. I knew about this because he talked about it with Suga as well in Sochuta. His nickname is Supreme T. Alright, okay. Speaks English and Korean, I know. Yeah, okay. He's friends with Rain and Super Junior members, understandable. Yeah, alright, we have DJ Tokuts. Birth name Kim Jong-sik. Producer, turntablist, main dancer, engineer. Oh, alright. Interesting what kind of position names are listed here. Interesting. It's a new thing. I mean, they are what they are at the end of the day, so they have to like list it. So yeah, okay. Born in 1981. All right. He attended a broadcasting college. Okay. He teamed up with Tableau and went to the US with him, where he DJ'd on radio shows, live events, and clubs around Boston and New York City area. Okay. He is Epic High's accountant. Is it true, or is it just some kind of joke? Because if it's true, then it's huge respect. Tokut got married to his wife after chasing her for 10 years. Wow, wow. I mean, yeah. He has a son, okay, and a daughter, okay. Um, he was a b-boy and he's Epic High's main dancer, all right. And we have Mitra Jin. Birth name is Choi Jin, okay. Lead rapper, producer, lyricist, MC Magne. Born in 1983. Okay. Um, his nickname is Sleeping Tea, okay. He was originally a poet, all right. Around 2000, he made a debut in the group named K Riders, which disbanded in 2002. And 2003 is Epic High. Okay. He moved fast. Mitra Jane enjoys watching movies, listening to music, playing computer games. Okay. He is the one that designs Epic High's merchandise. Cool, okay. He married an actress, Kwon Da-hyun, in October 2015, okay. He and his wives have a son named Eden. Oh, he is almost 4 years old. Okay. Alright, okay, so these are the members, and I will have some lyrics for our first song as well. Our first song is K-drama, and yeah, I didn't had any like order in terms of like which song I would like to listen. I just blindly picked out of some songs. I'm just really interested in their discography. So let's go, K-drama.
슬퍼 아파 무너지고 다쳐 봤어 아껴왔던 모든 걸 다 빼앗겨 봤어 숨 막혀 열리던 내 맘의 문 닫혀 드라마 karma 쉴틈없지 no karma POV 여긴 랩 게임 아닌 랩 게임 이루지 모든 길이 다 선택의 기로지 Stars get thrown cut deep like shinobi 쓴맛쓴 그 드레스는 쓰나지 갈수록 거리 빼고 약속을 미루지 내 입가에 묻어있던 마지막 우습기 아삭한 세상이 완전히 코미디 Baby no Life ain't no K-drama Unless K is for kill, mama Baby, nah Life ain't no K-drama Unless K is for kill, mama
고난과 역경 겪어도 열정으로 버텨 끝내 인생 대역전 뻔해도 잘 먹히는 설정 계속 자극해 눈물샘 잠자던 여맨이 꿈틀대 사람들은 느껴 대리만족 화가 난 척 분노를 분출해 로맨스를 꿈꿔도 써야 될 잔혹한 호로 눈물과 반전은 비수와 노처 갈등은 복성 끝없는 혼돈 다다른 절정 미소가 꼽혀 난 알지 너나 나도 장사치 성공하면 아리스 중간은 없어 망하면 양아치
Baby, nah Life ain't no K-drama Unless K is for kill, mama Baby, nah Life ain't no K-drama Unless K is for kill, mama
싫어 장미빛 같은 빛빛 화려한 꽃길 걷다가도 빗길 마주보고 길길 대다고 씩씩 다툼 화해 악수 뒤침 익숙해 난 비둘기 봐 똑바로 보이는 게 있기는 다 미쳐 돌아가는 세상 선택하면 사바에 미친 게다 장전 고기는 OST 몇 번 내거나 보냈으니 가된 가더라도 저승길 모자 돈이나 보태주길 NG 대역 편집 제방 없는 원테이크 인생 짧고도 길게 걷다가 저때 미소 짓게 매일 난 명장면을 찍네
오빠 제벌스타
Yeah. Um, I know that Epic High's writing style, how they writing lyrics, is really, really unique in the K-pop sphere in terms of like, of course, they were like pioneers in that case, in that situation, because like they debuted in 2003 and no one really did what they have done in terms of like lyricism and how they talk about really like darker themes in their music. And this song is not a different situation either. Like in the lyrics, I mean, the last verse, the third verse is like my funeral song OST, and a lot of like images, like in the lyrics that like contrasting, because we talk about flowers in verse 3, for example, but we combine the rose's color with blood, with the red rose, the color of blood like a rose. Even when walking on a colorful flower path, it rains. Like everything has a darker side. Like it's a contrasting song, I think, and it's a short song, I would say, and they said everything that they wanted to say in that short amount of time, in my opinion. And yeah, I can see how they inspired Suga the most out of the BTS members that are lyricists as well, and contributed to BTS's discography hugely. And the fact that Epic High also has a poet, I can see how RM also got inspired by the lyricism and how they portraying emotions through lyrics. It's really strong lyricism, and that's why I didn't want to include Epic High into the quote-unquote K-pop sphere when I am checking out like artists from the K-pop world. But essentially, that's why I was like, I'm going to link up Epic High with Taeiji and Boys, because Taeiji, also known as a really strong lyricist and a rebel in their lyrics, talking about the crooked education system in Korea and political stuff, and that is also something that is like not frowned upon, but a lot of industry people is going to avoid that kind of lyric making in their music nowadays. Of course, there are a few examples who are strong enough in terms of like connections in the industry to doesn't make that much of a wave, yeah, when they release this kind of songs. So yeah, I mean, power to you, anyone who is brave enough and have the capacity to talk their truth in their art. So yeah, okay, all right. Our next song is Love Story featuring IU. Now, I know that IU is collaborating with a lot of artists. It doesn't matter the genre, the age, the style of music that they are doing is just IU is a really good collaborator in my opinion. And I was surprised when I see this, and I was like, for a quick second, I'm like, it's not a really unusual thing. It's just like I didn't even imagine Epic High with IU. But a lot of collaborations happened in the past in K-pop that I was like, I looked up and I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't thought about it, but I really liked the music that it came out from the collaboration. So, yeah. All right. Let's jump into Love Story.
우리한테 자석 같았다는 걸 한쪽만 등을 돌리면 멀어진다는 거였네
가진 게 없던 내게 네가 준 상처 덕분에 나도 주인공이 돼보네 innocent love story 별 볼 일 없던 내게 네가 준 이별 덕분에 나도 주인공이 돼보네 innocent love story innocent love story
잊을 때도 됐는데 기억에 살만 붙어서 미련만 커지네 되돌아보면 가슴을 찢어지게 하는데 하필 전부 명장면이네 기억나 캄캄한 영화관 너와 내 두 손이 처음 포개졌던 날 감사했어 한평생 무수한 걸 짚고 무너뜨렸을 네 손이 내 손에 정착한 것을 기억나 네가 가족사를 들려준 밤 그거 나만 아는 너 한 조각 주고픈 맘 비가 와 이불 밑에서 넌 내 몸을 지붕 삼아 이 세상의 모든 비를 피했어 더 기억나 네가 없는 첫 아침도 저 참다 끝내 무너진 그 순간을 한참 울었거든 샤워실에서 비누에 붙은 너의 머리카락을 떼며
가진 게 없던 내게 네가 준 상처 덕분에 나도 주인공이 돼보네 innocent love story 별 볼 일 없던 내게 네가 준 이별 덕분에 나도 주인공이 돼보네 innocent love story innocent
가랑비 같은 슬픔이라 위로해지만 여전히 젖은 얼굴로 잠에서 깨 계절은 무심코 변하고 와만 보는데 난 서성이 내 곁에 시간도 버리고 간 기억뿐인 네 옆에 잊지 못해 술 기운에 이끌려 마주했었던 둘의 첫날 밤 사실 술 한 잔 부딪히기도 전에 취했지 우리가 마신 건 운명인 것 같아 너무나 빠르게도 깨어난 우리 한때는 죽고 못 살 것만 같던 날들이 전쟁 같은 매일이 돼 죽일 듯 서로를 바라보며 맞이하게 된 눈물의 끝 비련이라 믿던 첫 만남부터 악연이라며 돌아서 마지막까지도 우린 서로 마주보는 거울이었지 서로가 던진 눈빛에 깨질 때까지도
가진 게 없던 내게 네가 준 상처 덕분에 나도 주인공이 돼보네 innocent love story 별 볼 일 없던 내게 네가 준 이별 덕분에 나도 한 소절 가져보네 innocent love story innocent love 나에게만 특별한 얘기 잠시 보아줘 나만 이런 게 아닌 건 알지만 내가 이런 걸 줄 게 없었던 내게 남겨진 상처 덕분에 나도 누군가에게 주네 나 닮은 sad story 다 처음이었던 내게 네가 준 두려움 덕분에 난 영원히 innocent love story innocent
우리한테
love story
자석 같았다는 걸 한쪽만 등을 돌리면 멀어진다는 거였네 우리한테 자석 같았다는 걸 한쪽만 등을 돌리면 남이 된다는 거였네 서 하늘엔 별 하나 없네
Yeah. Really, really, really nice storytelling in the lyrics. Once again, I can't even emphasize enough the importance of the lyrical like poetism that they have is just, I always read lyrics with album reactions as well, whether if it's on camera or off camera, but I always figure that with younger artists who are not particularly involved in their own lyrics, I sometimes I am not taking the time to read the lyrics because a lot of time it's just like too iffy for me. The lyrics nowadays doesn't carry deep meanings and doesn't evoke feelings. So yeah, but it's just like, so like, even though English is not my first language, I can see the beauty in the kind of lyrics that are like truly written by the artist themselves, and it's just like spoke to you on a certain level because you can identify certain patterns of relationships or feelings that you maybe had in the past or have right now, and it's just like it always has have a deeper meaning, and it's like really subjective in my opinion what you took away from a lyric reading. And yeah, it's just like they can paint a picture really really well in my opinion, and that love story song can really, like how they playing with the rain, it's connected to pain and sorrow and sadness. And yeah, I really liked how they portrayed rain and how they played around with the word rain and how they associated with breakups. And yeah, I like it. Yeah, I always like a really good rain um analogy, how they can give more meaning to the word. Yeah. All right. Our next song is Taeiji, titled "Regret of the Times," and I'm going to look up their K-pop profiles because although I know a tiny bit of information about Taeiji and Boys, I will check out. So Taeiji and Boys was a South Korean music group active from 1992 to 1996. I know they were active only for 4 years. Yeah, so we have Taeiji, of course, birth name Jung Hyun Chul, leader, vocalist, maknae. Interesting, I didn't know that he was the maknae of the group. Okay, born in 1972. Okay. He currently is the CEO of Taeiji Company. He used to be a member of Shinawa, a heavy metal rock band, until 1991. I know that. He can play multiple musical instruments: guitar, bass, keyboard, and the synthesizer. Taeiji is called the president of culture because of his influence in K-pop. Yes. He initially announced retirement upon disbanding the group in 1996, but released his first solo album 2 years later and continued his successful career. He took the stage name of Taeiji at age 17. His personality is very reclusive and little is known about his personal life by the public. Yeah, you can't really hear about his private life. Yeah. In April 2017, it was announced that Taeiji was assembling a group of modern K-pop acts to cover songs from his past to celebrate the 27th anniversary of his debut with Taeiji and Boys. The people included were, for example, BTS, Urban Zakapa, and Yunha. He got married to actress Lee Ji-ha but divorced in 2006. Taeiji married actress Lee Eun-sung on June 26, 2013. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. It's still so interesting to me that he is the maknae, or he was the maknae. Yeah. All right. Our next member is Yang Hyun-suk, rapper, dancer, born in 1970. He said he first met Sotaji when the musician came to him to learn how to dance. He founded and became chief executive officer of YG Entertainment, that you probably know for groups such as Big Bang and Blackpink and others as well. In March 2010, he revealed that he has been dating former Sweetie member Lee In-ju. Lee In-ju gave birth to their first child on August 5th, 2010, named Yang Yeon-jin. In April 2012, Yang Hyun-suk announced on SBS K-pop star that the couple's second child, a baby boy, was born. His name is Yang Sung-hyun. Alright, I knew that he is Mr. YG, so that was not a surprise. Our final member is Lee Juno, rapper, dancer, born in 1967. He was one of Korea's best dancers back in the day. He was charged with committing fraud and indecent acts by compulsion when he borrowed roughly 100 million won, approximately $93,000, and 65 million won, approximately $60,000, respectively, from two acquaintances, and failed to pay them back in 2013 and 2014. He has a younger brother. He was also reported for harassing two women in a club in 2016. At his first trial, Lee Juno was sentenced to 1 year and 6 months in prison, where the court found him guilty of both fraud and the assault. Yang Hyun-suk paid off Lee Juno's debt and issued a petition to the court. In Lee Juno's second trial, he received a 1 year and 2 month prison sentence and 2 year probation. Alright. Okay. Alright. I mean, the only surprising thing that I've read was that Sotaji was the magnate. Still, I don't know why it's surprising to me. I really thought that he will be the oldest in Sotaji and Boys, but I guess not. Okay. Now, regret of the times. Let's go. Yeah, we pretty much um, had a social study type of lyrics here. Um, yeah, I knew that Satajian boys they were a pioneers in terms of like um talking about the on token, like for example like social issues in South Korea and actually all around the world, but back at the millennials days, that generation, and how they handled things, how the country started to bloom in terms of like financially and job wise, and how they lived back then. And broadcast stations didn't really liked Satajian boys because they talked about the truth essentially, and they a lot of times get banned because of their lyrics. But their work was essential in terms of like being a pioneer and helping nowadays idols who are also wants to speak their truth. So and they can, um, because broadcast stations changed a lot throughout the years, and a few idols actually talked about this, how like a lot of things have changed, and maybe something in the wrong way, but in terms of like free speech and the volume of free speech in national television, I think it's still evolved hugely since Satajian Boys time. So yeah, um all in all, that song was really, it gave Woodstock and the hippie times with the instrumentals. I really liked it. I mean, it's not particularly something that I'm listening to on my own, but when I'm hearing it, I can vibe to it. Yeah, yeah. All right. We have our last song for today, and it's Take 5 by Satajian Boys. I have the lyrics, and even though it's a more than 4 minutes song, we actually don't have that much lyrics. So I think we are going to have some instrumental breakdown. So let's go. All right. Okay. Lyrically, this was the most positive and brightest song out of the four for today. Um, and instrumental wise, it gave me a little bit of Brian Adams, like Cloud Number 9. Um, but it's just like the overall feeling that evoke in me, that the type of like feeling. Um, yeah, because it was really bright and hopeful, and the lyrics as well, it matched, which is a rare thing in K-pop, because a lot of times you have really bright songs with really depressing lyrics and vice versa. So um, for some change, we have a song that match with the lyrics. So yeah, um, yeah, and this song sonically gave me Princess Diaries OST, that kind of feel. And I mean, um I'm not sure when this song came out, but I guess it fits um that era of songs, and sonically that's why it reminds me of um songs that was part of that OST. But yeah, um yeah, these songs gave me what I came for, which were lyrics in the first place, because maybe there are a few artists that I'm more involved with the sounds, but with Epic High and Sotaji as well, I knew that I'm going to get some lyrics, especially with Epic High. And I mean, I am not discrediting their instrumental choices or sonic choices. I'm just saying that in terms of like lyrics, I am appreciating the words that has written for these songs, especially a little bit better than the sound. So yeah, the message overall, that was more important for me with this video. So yeah, I mean, I will definitely check out more stuff from the first generation of K-pop artists and K-hip hop artists as well. And I will continue my first gen time playlist as well, and the second gen as well with the SM artist. I'm just, as I've said, I am a little bit focusing more on finishing the album reactions with B2B, because I am almost done. I have 3 more albums and then special albums from B2B, and then I'm jumping into the live stages. And when I am starting to check out live stages, that's when I can focus on more bigger videos, because the album reactions most of the times almost 1 hour, and the full length albums are almost 2 hours for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed this.